Capcom returns us to possibly one of the greatest and certainly most famous horror series going with Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. Yes, now merging the two Western and Japanese titles wasn't the only change they've made with this return to form. Now you can check out my full review of the title on my website, with the video review coming soon and a full detailed technical analysis. Now this is my first contact for those wishing to pick up the game tomorrow. I was lucky enough to be given a review copy by Capcom, so this is where this detail is coming from. This is all versions tested 1.00. And as you can see, it's a beautiful looking game. Well, that's actually a lie. It's bloody disgusting, but beautiful nonetheless. With decor and rooms such as this, it's only fit for Ash to turn up. Maybe he even does.
Who's laughing now?
And don't worry, this, like all my videos and reviews, it's completely spoiler free. Visually, it's very impressive indeed. The photogrammetry techniques I covered in my demo analysis are still present here, and the PS4 Pro version is superior to the PS4 standard release. The biggest difference here is the resolution. As you would expect, the bump in increase is around 1650 or 1620 to 1680. I haven't really nailed it down yet, due to this being possibly one of the most heaviest post-processed games going. It is full of doff, no matter what point in the game it is or whereabouts in the screen, chromatic aberration, but it's certainly around that level of around 1620 or 1680 or there or thereabouts. So that gives you a much cleaner display than what you get on the standard 1080 display on the PS4. This, of course, is not to say that either of them look bad, because that's not true at all, with the standard PS4 looking just as good as the Pro, really, in the sense of the clarity and the quality here. It really is only about the resolution bump at this point. It is softened slightly by the temporal anti-aliasing in the game, which does smooth out textures, which I've said many times before, but it's a sacrifice to reduce the noise and shimmer you get from such a high specular game as this. It really helps smooth it out. Occasionally, you still get texture loading, streaming issues when you're looking at objects. Happens on both machines, but it's a minor price to pay for such good quality texture work throughout the title. This means that the other advantage you see in the game, like shadow and texture quality, all really come from the increase in quality here on the resolution from the PS4 Pro, and nothing more. I don't suspect they will add any more detail to this. One of the things I covered in my PC analysis of the game is screen space reflections. Now, they're still not present in the same sequence as they were on the PC release when you turn that option on, but the game on the base PS4 does have screen space reflections, just like it does here on the PS4 Pro, so you're not really missing out much here. And again, like many titles, they tend to ebb and flow between the visual features they turn on and off to balance performance, which is a good time to get to that level. This game is targeting 60 frames per second on every machine that runs it, and here on the PS4 and the PS4 Pro, the only versions I have at this point, it holds on to that metric with no issues at all. And I have played the game to completion, so I can tell you now there is no issues all the way through this title, no matter how vicious, disgustingly bloody and hectic those moments get. Now, I'm not going to show you any spoiler sections here, all pretty mild stuff, and certainly gives you an idea of some of the action sections, but I can tell you now that when I do the technical analysis, there will be a couple of spoiler sections, but I'm not allowed to show them just yet. But I'll be covering more detail at the weekend, along with a pant-wetting VR mode, along with my in-depth retro perspective of Resident Evil 4, a title this may just snatch the crown from, the biggest recreation of the Resident Evil series, and it certainly goes back to its roots. But if you are interested in the game overall and how it plays, then please check out the online review with the link below in the description and on screen. And if you can wait that long, possibly later this week, the video review will also be up, which will go into more detail and give you visual depth benefits of what the game offers. That is the end of this quick contact analysis. It was no more, but if you want to see more of this and the Xbox One and PC releases, then check back my full technical analysis and head-to-head. And like I say, if you enjoyed this or anything else that I've put together, then please subscribe and share where appropriate. Like if you did and dislike if you didn't. Leave all your thoughts and feedback below or on Twitter, where you can also follow me. Read more on the website, and I'll catch you on the next one. Groovy.